everyone. This is Ananya from APAC Media, and we are here today at the Future RailTech Forum. We have with us Pradeep Sreedharan, sir, Chairman and Managing Director, Verkko Group. Thank you for being here with us today, sir. First of all, I would just want to ask you what has been your experience till now in the event, and what has been your key takeaway from the event till now.
I think one of my takeaways has been I'm always a believer in terms of how you can change perceptions, and for me, programs of this nature helps in terms of building positive perceptions, which many a times becomes realities as well. We're driving a narrative in terms of changing India, and engagements of this nature helps in terms of driving it. Today we see industry luminaries starting from DMRCs, MD to multiple other people around here providing great insights onto the program, and I think those insights are very helpful in terms of how we are driving this narrative and building this nation through metros and otherwise.
Right. And sir, going forward, what according to you will be some technological innovations that will drive the future of railway sector in India? What is one or two technological innovations if you want to highlight from your side?
I think AI is one of the things which we should be definitely looking into. I think it's a very glow-sweeping statement which I'm saying at the moment, but AI with the help of machine learning possibilities in every engagement, when I say engagement from a passenger standpoint who's getting into the metro to he's stepping out of the metro, every moment of the journey could be altered in a positive manner with the help of AI, and I think that will help in terms of building a significant impetus into the whole thing.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being here with us.
Very good morning to all of you. I have two challenges at the moment. One is that I'm running short of time. Second is that we have such an illustrious set of speakers who have spoken before me, and I'm at loss of words in terms of what I can add into that one. But I'll still give a try. Okay. I think India is on the move, literally and figuratively. I'm saying this with a lot of responsibility that in the free world, this is the most unprecedented transformation a country has shown, which is India, in the last 10 years. Be it political, be it economic, be it social, the scale and the pace in terms of that transformation has been truly unprecedented. Mobility is just one cog in that wheel. With the bustling number of metros and the ever-expanding smart cities, I think we have come to a new way of living, a new way of working, the new way of commuting at this point in time. And what's driving that one is the modern symbol of inclusive development, which is I call as the metro system. And we got, again, luminaries who has been talking about the metro in a big way. Metro's journey started sort of like in 1984, humble beginnings from Kolkata, and mastered the art in DMRC with Delhi Metro, and then further to that one flourished on the whole thing. Today, standing at more than 1,000 kilometers of running metro, another 1,000 in the making it as the third biggest player in the market at this point in time globally. And I believe that we will get into two soon with the support of all the people who have been speaking before here and being here. And that's not a coincidence. It's part of a visionary leadership. It's part of policy making, public investment into the whole thing, global institutions believing in the idea of the metro, because even before the tracks are laid, because they knew that it makes economic sense. So metros are not moving people. I don't believe that's the case. I think metros are moving economies, because what drives economies is the access to market. And with metros, we see access to market becoming much more easy and better, which helps in terms of building more money, which helps in terms of having more infrastructure, which helps in terms of, it's a cycle sort of stuff. So I say that it drives in terms of building economies into the whole thing. Now metros expand to suburban, semi-urban sort of stuff. What happens is that it builds a social bridge for education, for healthcare, for going to work, for moving things. And what that again brings in is a complete capability in terms of scale, in terms of building something for the future. So we're going to see that one, because if you remember the conversation with the DMRC MD said, we got by 20, 30, 50% of the rural India and 50% in the urban side, which means that the responsibility lies in all of us to see that how we support that narrative in building a much more inclusive, capable, sustainable metro systems in India, which is what we are looking for. Technology, again, as I believe, is always available. It's like the economy. has to be ideas. Technology is an idea which has to be used in many places. While I travel as a part of the job, we see in South Korea, in China, in Japan, newer and newer technologies coming up who has mastered again the art of metros. Names always escape me from this part of the world, so I'll probably read this out. I saw a first cloud-based autonomous metro in Qingdao in 2024 that helps in improving safety and reducing human error. I'm sure most of you people are aware of this one. Autonomous rapid rail transit, ART system, railless electric sensor-guided one, again in China. Siemens, I think we have a representative here. Siemens China is using a AI-driven maintenance system to improve the metro efficiency at this point in time. We have Japan having the 2D code platform to doors of Tokyo's Toei subway. Again, a less infrastructure sort of development. So there's a lot of innovative ideas which we see at this point in time, and that's very important to make sure that we use those ones rather than reinventing the wheel to make it smarter, faster, and more sustainable. Closing on the whole thing, why metros are very important for us. We move sort of like 10 million people a day, and then we have great benefits in terms of metro because from an investment standpoint, 2.3 to 2.5x in terms of returns. From an accident standpoint, 126 per million accidents in railroads versus 0.1 per million in metros. Every right box is being ticked on the back of metros, which means that we should be driving that narrative better, and the government is also supporting the same thing from moving from 17 to 30 sort of like metros to roll out at this point in time. I think DMRC plays a big role in terms of being the pioneer in the whole thing, and I think it's a replicatable model which has been doing great, and they have rolled out digital ticketing, integrated transport, name everything for that matter. And you should be proud of that one. I'm personally proud of the fact because the man who was behind it carries the same surname what I have and also from the same village where I'm coming from, Kerala in Palkat. So closing the whole thing, apart from all the technology, apart from all the economics, all the benefits, I think what really I loved about the whole stuff is that it started changing perceptions, right? Somebody who is coming from the US, comes and gets into Bangalore, Mumbai, or any of the metros, they don't feel the difference. They know that India has changed. They know that they feel pride about the whole thing. They see an opportunity. They see the possibility. They see that this is the new India. And I would request that platforms of this nature, let it happen again and again. And this helps in terms of building a narrative to make Viksit Bharat, which is the dream of the 1.4 billion people. Thank you for hearing me.